And it says how to abolish war. Before offering this plan for the prevention of war, it seems very necessary to basically sketch a background and understand that why does war happen. And you realize that war happens when you have a chief controlling difference in the forces of civilization and thought processes. One is a physical hereditary, and the other is a social hereditary. And it says that the size, form of the body, the texture of the skin, the color of the eyes, and the functioning part of the vital organs are all a result of the physical hereditary. And these are static and cannot be changed, but they can be worked upon and stuff. And they're a result of millions of years of evolution. How important is social hereditary? Because social hereditary is something that came to us from the effects of our environment and early training. So, like I said, our concept of religion, politics, economics, policy, philosophy, and other projects of a similar nature, including war or brotherhood, etc., is entirely the result of the dominating forces of our environment and training. And he says this is a beautiful read. It's a little different from the usual one, but it goes like this: the Catholic is a Catholic because of his early training, and the Protestant is a Protestant for the same reason. And uh, a prominent clergyman says that give me the control of the child until it is 12 or 14, and you can teach him any religion you may please after that. For I will have planted my own religion so deeply in his mind that no power on earth could undo my work. And then he says that the people of United States have immortalized Washington and Lincoln because they were the leaders of the nation during the times when the minds of the people were highly emotionalized, and as a result of calamities which shook the very foundation of the country, they widely affected the interests of all the people. So this is what had been going on even during Corona, and this is what happens when there is a calamity or some big concern around the country or countries. This is what people do. They basically, I won't say manipulate or brainwash, but they make use of the highly emotionalized situations and stuff. And this is where a lot of convincing and stuff like that happens. And people who are people who are moldable, gullible, get impressed by certain school of thoughts or religion that is being consistently played and stuff like that. And I've seen this in my childhood. I can share my own experience as a child. I've been all over the country and I've traveled, and I realized that at any school, at any point of time, you can actually imbibe new values and new thought processes when you realize the beauty of it. And no religion should be stronger than bonding or inclusion, because then people take advantage of situations and crises, and they kind of have their own objectives, which is personal, professional, or probably even country or nation, or even political. As a matter of fact, as you see in many countries around elections and stuff, they make use the best use of it. So many people would know that. And I'm just kind of sharing those again because I think this is a very interesting read. And then comes, if you see the German history, you have the culture term, which is KULTUR. Okay, so Germany also has this, Russia had this, Ukraine has this, UK has this, Europe has it, Arabic countries have it. China has it, Thailand has it, Bhutan has it. And our own country has so many religions and diverse thought processes and stuff. And what's really important is that we understand that we should not get controlled or get manipulated into thinking and thought processes of other people. However, what's really very important is that we realize that we use our own intellectual sensibilities, and we use our own personal experiences, and we focus more on the positive experiences than on the negative experiences, because as a child, or as an adult, or as a entrepreneur, or as a person working in a certain office space, or even if you belong to a certain family background and stuff, you will realize that many of us would like our thought processes or our preferences of spirituality be playing on TV or radio and stuff like that, but it's not normally like that. And this is where we say that when you're basically getting a child growing up, and where you're basically having a community, in place and stuff. What is very important is to have equal weightage given to any thought process or any school of thought and stuff. And with an open mind, it's always good to discuss and debate and take thoughts of other countries. Say, for example, when I was in the summit and I met this family, we got talking about God, and I followed this movie, Tin and Tina, and I saw another movie which is The Nun. And you realize that I'd shared this previously, that where there is evil, there's also goodness, and fear, which is a big deal for a lot of people. Where you have faith, a lot of your fears, a lot of your issues can get solved if you pray, because it does have an effect on the overall health of the heart and the mind and stuff. And as people get together and send out more of positive energies and more of I would say, not egocentric or not self-centered, but prayers with an open heart, miracles certainly happen, and this certainly may sound like a bookish thing for me to be sharing, but this is the way it is, and I see so many victories in my own spirituality school of thought, which is Buddhism. And now we are praying again for a family member, and I'm really hoping there's a health recovery and stuff. So one does have to realize that when it's about culture, when it's about religion, when it's about spirituality, when it's about prayers, it's always a good idea to unite. You may not like certain things about a certain religion, so we shouldn't be forcing those on anybody. And we may love certain things about our own religion, so we shouldn't be imposing those on anybody as well, And the biggest sign of culture togetherness is that we celebrate all the festivals together. When there's a Ganesh Chaturthi happening, everybody gets together. There are mandals put up and stuff, and there are prayers happening. And when there's something happening in a gurdwara, people are there. When there is a Christmas happening, people are in the churches and stuff. When there is a Durga Puja happening, people from all across the world are there. So these are just a few examples and stuff. If I missed out anything in particular, this is not supposed to be a totally religious or a spiritual school of thought sharing. The purpose is to just say that let's end the war, and we are a product of our environment and stuff. And even if these people are away from their countries, but they still carry a lot of their growing up and a lot of their perspectives and mindsets and mind share in other countries and stuff. So let's make sure that we are evolving over a period of time. Even if we are not in our early formative years and stuff, we can always read some nice books, and we can always listen to some nice tapes. We can always keep an open mind towards growing ourselves and stuff like that. And the journey on materialist things and spiritualistic things are totally different and stuff. So it's a good idea to not always ponder so much about success and money and stuff, because like I usually say, there are bigger things happening, and there's a purpose which we all here for. And at times we don't know our purpose, but at times the purpose is right there before us, and we are so engrossed and engulfed in making monies or earning monies, which is a very normal thing to do, that we kind of do not think about the world and the community, and that's what matters more, I think. I mean, it depends on personal situations and how you're made, and what your needs are, and what it is debatable, but I guess what's more important is to have more of prosperity and more of togetherness and more of happiness, which is an overall product, because if you're a happy nation and if you're a happy set of people, you're invariably going to feel great when you go out of the house. And if you're low and sad and depressed because your business went down or you went broke and stuff like that, you may recover from it, and you may have some realizations from that, like many people did during Corona. And this family taught me something, that even if they are shifting to India, they realize what their priorities are stuff and stuff are. So at any stage you can have a realization, and your preferences and your changes can happen, because you're constantly evolving. So love and luck, take care. And I think it would be a great idea to have a good power of habit, and a power of habit means that You try and imbibe good habits and doing away with stuff which is not in sync with how 2023 is, So love and luck, take care, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to everybody, and let's look at being together, and let's look at supporting each other and stuff. And we don't have to always support people monetary. We can always do it, like I say, with our time, with our energy, with our presence, and just being there and stuff. And as this guy at 28 said that some of his friends were even suicidal after Corona. So I think what's really important is to not overblow the whole idea of money, 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 and let's also give some support to people there. Okay. So love and luck. Take care. Have fun. It is amigos. Jashin Kapani. Bye bye.